Good evening. How you guys doing? As I go through my notes today, very, very sad time in the greatest rivalry in college sports, definitely college or professional, the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Now, of course, through the season, the trash talk has been real. As we got close to this game, I kind of quiet down. I work with a couple of guys that are big-time Miami Hurricane fans. I know a lot of Miami Hurricane fans. And I thought, sort of kind of how it was last year. We kind of had those excuses after the game against Georgia Tech. And so, we won focus. We were looking ahead. We won all the speculation. And then we come out and lose 28-22. We lose by 6 points, but we really got dominated. Essentially, the game was over when it was 28-3, but Florida State did make a comeback. The players played, but in every facet of the game, Miami was much better. Even though our quarterback did better than their quarterback, Malachi Tony is very special. As I look at the stats, nothing really stands out to me. We was able to put up 404 yards at 333, but we had 3 turnovers. We dominated first downs 28-14, and we actually only had 5 penalties to Miami's 13. So that tells you then we were better on third down. Which we were 7 of 16. Miami was 5 of 14. Fourth downs, we were 3 of 4, and Miami was 2 of 3, so that's kind of a tie. They had a little bit more time of possession to our, I'd probably say almost around a full minute more, and they were the better team. We could have won this game. Ultimately, in the areas of being able to produce pressure, more explosive wide receivers, I think they got us there, and our linebackers don't cover very well. We're not a very good tackling team, especially tackling in space, and that's what you get. This was not really a slap in the face. This was just, hey, this is the game where you got to recruit, you got to get the portal, and then you got to develop. You have to get better. This is just a nut check. This happens. I mean, prime time got blew out by Miami. Florida State came in, I think, 1988. They were the number 1 ranked team in the country, and they got smoked by the Hurricanes. It happens. Part of it. We've been on the winning end. Sometimes we'll be on the losing end. All you can do is get better. Everybody in that locker room has got to look into themselves, look in the mirror, look at their teammates, and get better. I thought we got out-coached. Luckily, Mario was very conservative. We did get outplayed for the most part, but it wasn't because of effort, just because we wasn't good or we wasn't in position. So I'm not going to hold you guys very long with this video. Like I say, I always say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Somewhere's 5 o'clock and everywhere's go Noles. But when I think about this game, I just think about got to get better, got to get better, got to get better, got to coach better. I do think Mike Norvell definitely got out-coached. Our coaching staff does not make good in-game adjustments. Clearly, we should have put safeties in to be able to cover more of the running backs and tight ends, because on these outs, these wheel routes, waggle routes, and these drags, we're getting murdered. So, hopefully we do better as we move on to Pitt. Doak Campbell was rocking, but this is one of those games where you really saw, wow, if we come out and play like we played against Alabama, we can win, but we didn't. We came out, played. You can feel the atmosphere, you can feel the emotion, but Miami owned it, and they owned the moment. And really, when we didn't hold up our end by losing to Virginia and not having game day there, this is kind of what you expected, but we will get better. And we will continue to grow and hopefully learn from these things and move forward. And hopefully this coach won't let this 2-game losing streak and his coaching staff slide, and these players will come together and have leadership and play better. But I was definitely kind of let down in certain areas I thought we would be strong in towards the game. Our offense is good, but we just got to get better at defense and stop people. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys long. Disappointed in my nose, but life goes on, and we will get better. So y'all have a great day, blessed afternoon, and I'll get back with you as Florida State recovers from this loss and A lot of electrifying plays. We just got to make more and force more turnovers and be better. So I'll talk to you guys later.